What's up? We back with another episode of 411 Uncut. Today, I got a very special guest all the way from Columbus, Ohio, DropBoy Stacks. What's up?
What's happening? What's happening?
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm so glad to finally get you on this couch.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I finally made it happen.
Yes.
I told you I was coming, though.
You did, because we linked up back in December of 2022. You actually performed at the I Do It For Ohio Showcase Columbus edition. Did you have a good time there?
Yeah, I had a good time.
Yes. Glad you got to come out.
It was too much going on. We were supposed to get one in that day, but it was too much going on.
I'm talking about, I went through my footage. I said, why you ain't get an interview? I was so upset.
It got crazy.
Man, so I'm glad that you're here now. So look, DropBoy Stacks, for those that don't know, you are from Columbus, Ohio.
Yes,
but let
sir.
them know, man, what part of Columbus you from?
I'm from the north side, man. Brittany Hills. You know what I'm saying? Zone 4.
Say that's home.
The Zone 4, yeah.
Man, now, tell me, for those who don't know, what is it like growing up on the north side? You know what I'm saying? A Columbus. Like, what is that like?
Shit. It's like anywhere else in the hood. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make a way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You got the gangs going on, selling drugs, everything, you know.
Yeah. A lot of people,
Same old shit.
Man, a lot of people, they say, like, you know, you think Ohio, they think like just like farmland, and they don't know it goes down.
Man, I be down in Atlanta telling my people, like, man, I don't know what y'all thinking, but it ain't that. I be out there to tell them, like, man, we might be a little bit more tired. You feel me? I be like, you gotta come check us out, man.
Yes, because
on everything.
If you don't know, you'll be in the wrong place at the wrong time.
On everything. It definitely be going down.
Man, so growing up, what were you into out there in the north side of Columbus? What was you doing?
Man, when I first grew up, I was growing up in the sports.
Okay.
And then it carried on, you know what I'm saying? Jumped into the streets.
How old you say you was when you jumped into the streets?
16.
Mm.
Yeah, I ain't jump into the streets just trying to jump into the streets, though. Like, it was kind of forced on me.
Why you say that?
Just how I came up in the environment, you know what I'm saying? The way, the living, the everything.
Yeah.
You know how it is.
So the environment, it kind of just pull you in.
Yeah, we from the hood, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Living Section 8 out there in the middle of the city.
Man.
In the hood.
And a lot of people, they don't, you know, from the outside looking in, they don't always know, like, people like, well, why can't you just go the other way? Well, it's so easy to go the wrong way if everybody around you is doing these things as well.
That's why I got a song right now called Run in My Blood. That's coming out too. Like, I just talk about how I came up, like, from seeing my grandma. You know what I'm saying? It's deep down like that. Like, it's in me, that my whole household. Mm-hmm. Everybody in my household on drugs. You know what I'm saying? So, man, it was what I was coming up seeing. I ain't want to see that, but, you know, when you're a kid, you got to just accept what you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because at first you didn't know what was going on until you start.
Yeah.
How would you say when you start realizing what was going on?
I knew what was going on early. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't stupid.
For sure.
So I say about 9, 10 years old, I started seeing that it's different over here from when I go over my cousin's house. You know what I'm saying? I know we was living different.
Man. And how many people was it in your household? Was it like you, your mom, and dad?
See, I stayed in my grandma's house.
Okay.
And it was, I say it was like 12 of us.
Wow.
It was like 12 of us in a 4-bedroom. All my cousins, aunts, uncles, in and out all day. Everybody all in a different stuff. You know how it is.
Hell yeah. So
everybody in the streets.
Man, so y'all was close then.
We came up close. My family came up. We was, you know, we had our problems, but we still cool.
Yeah. Now, how many siblings do you have?
I got 2 brothers and 3 sisters.
Okay. Now, was your dad around at all?
No, my dad wasn't around. And one of my brothers passed away. So I got one still alive.
How old were you when your brother passed?
I was 16.
Wow, so this is around the time you getting into the streets.
Yeah.
Was that a part of the reason why you?
It's crazy because now that I think about it, because he the one used to be on my back, you feel me, like into the sports and all that. And then, you know what I'm saying, I had to, it was really like everything he was doing shifted onto me.
You kind of took his place. How did he end up passing?
He got murdered. Yeah, he got shot and killed.
Man, I know being 16 and you're a kid and you turn around and your brother's no longer here. I know that had to be like the most devastating thing that probably happened to you.
Man, for sure, that knocked sparks out of me. That was my everyday. Even though he was like 10 years older than me, I still was with him every day. So
yeah, because when do you feel like with your dad not being around, was he kind of like that figure?
He was the father figure. He was my dad for.
Man, how do you feel like you end up coping with it? Was it the streets where you kind of just like try to put it to the back of your head, so you just like, I'm just going to?
You know how it is. Life be moving so fast, so you really just dealing with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I still to this day get emotional. So it's like I ain't finished dealing with it.
For sure.
You know how it is.
Yeah. Now being in the streets, were you still messing around with the music at this time? Like when did you start? You in the streets, you 16, but when did the music come into play?
The music, I had a studio in my grandma's basement.
Oh wow, you was getting it.
It was going down. We used to be over there about 15 deep every day. Me and my guys over there in the basement rapping.
Kicking it at Granny house.
It was going down, but it wasn't no structure behind it. We ain't know what we was doing. And then we was in the streets, so we wasn't really taking it serious.
Yeah. So you just kind of it's just something to do.
Yeah.
In between the time.
Yeah. It wasn't until I went to jail for real till I was like, man, I gotta do something.
Yeah. Now, when did you end up getting locked up?
I got locked up in 2014.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So you still young at this time.
I got locked up, yeah. And I got out in 2020. I did 6 years.
Wow.
You feel me?
Now,
so,
what led to you getting locked up? What happened?
I caught a drug case. You know, trying to get it. You know, living that life.
Man.
Slowed me down.
Were you expecting to get that long, or you was like, oh my goodness, it's kind of like overboard?
Nah, I thought it was overboard. It was my first case, so I'm seeing everybody else catching cases, but you know,
man,
they got a different trick for you when you keeping it all the way 100.
Man. So you get sentenced to 6 years. Where did you end up having to do your bid at? Which prison did you have to do your bid at in Ohio?
I started off at Noble at a level 2, then I got transferred to Ross, which is a level 3. That's where I finished off at Ross.
How was, a lot of people that haven't been in prison, they don't know like the effects it can really have on the brain, the mental. What was your experience in the Ohio prison system like?
Man, it got a big effect on your mental, cause you gotta be strong in there, like, cause you gotta think. You ain't in there doing nothing but thinking all day. Like they lock you in them cells and you in there thinking. You bored. So you gotta be strong.
Man.
So, but for me, my mental, I feel like it made me stronger, cause I already was a thinker. So. I just sat back and figured out where I was going wrong at and what I needed to do. You feel me? So I feel like it helped me, but I see where it could break people down in there too, because I did bids in the hole where I felt like it was breaking me down. You feel me? I did 4 months in the hole, 4 or 5 months straight.
What did you do to get 4 to 5 months in the hole? What was you doing?
In there, what I do? I got caught with a cell phone.
Oh yeah.
No, that ain't why I did that. Somebody got caught on the visit and told them that I was the one who provided the contraband.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, that's what happened. That's why I did the 4 months in a hoe.
Man. And so that was treacherous.
Yeah, man, they still snitching in jail.